Hello, I'm Tony Youngs. Congratulations on doing something to better your life and build a future for you and your family. Now, some of you have been coming to seminars for quite some time, and you've bought some really good home study systems over the years, but you just haven't quite made any money. Well, there's nothing wrong with the systems themselves. What it is there's one missing ingredient that you yourself may need, and that's called hands-on training. Now, this kind of siding is called cedar siding. Now, this is just a wood siding. It's made out of wood. It's cedar. You could get by with it because it's not all bent up, but you can see it's starting to get banana shaped. So the first thing it's asking you is to look at the windows. Do you need new windows, or are those
Take a look.
good?
This is 95.
That's probably it right there. Chris and I, we have put together a hands-on training course where I personally will take you by the hand. I'll come to your hometown and spend 3 days with you all day long, taking you out in your market, and we're going to locate all the distressed properties in your zip code. We're going to analyze them. We're going to inspect them. We're going to estimate the repairs. We're going to go down to the county courthouse, and I'm going to teach you how to do a title search. We're going to find out if there's any liens on the properties, and then we're going to sit down and make bona fide offers. Now, I want you to think about this. This might be the missing ingredient. You're learning about all this stuff in the classroom, but there's some of you that really need a mentor. You need someone to take you out there in your market and walk you through the steps of the transactions step by step. And that's what I do.
But it was nobody except for what Tony Young did for us as far as putting it into practice. And that is invaluable.
And it's done in your own backyard. You see, you have 3 basic fears when you go out there and try to apply this. Number 1 is you're afraid you're going to pay too much for the property. That's why I'm going to personally take you out there and show you how to determine the value of a property in today's market. That's a very real fear. It's hard to tell the true value of a property today because homes used to be worth a lot more than they are today. All across the nation, homes are declining. So I'm going to personally take you to several houses, about 20 or 30 houses, and we're going to determine the value of them. One of your fears is, what if you don't have any money and these offers get accepted? I'm going to show you every kind of way to find investors in your area.
The way he showed us how to pick up investors. I really enjoyed the fact that he was able to walk up to the doorway, knock on an investor's door, and get his name and tell him, "Hey, we got property for you. We'll wholesale it." And they said, "That's great."
A business card from you, and would you be interested in looking at any of those?
Sure, absolutely. Got the email on here. You can shoot me an email with the flyer or whatever you got.
If you're not making offers, you're not making money. Fear number 2, you're afraid that you don't know how much it's going to take to fix up a house. You're afraid that you don't know if there's anything wrong with the house that you can't see. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to personally take you in houses. I'm going to teach you how to estimate the repairs. I'm going to teach you how to inspect a house from top to bottom so you'll know anything that's wrong. There will be no hidden secrets. Now, you also want to look at the windows. Do those windows need replacing? And if the windows do need replacing, what you got to do is count the windows. And you've got to figure in $200 per window installed. Next, we're going to look at this air conditioning unit. You see this date right here?
I feel like I know how to inspect a property. I had to put my boots on so I could walk around the backyards. We saw some that were vacant, some that were occupied, but you showed me how to look at them, how to evaluate them if from the eyes of the investor who would come after me, who would be doing the rehab. So that part is going to work well in my ability to determine how to price my offer, leaving room for the next investor so that they can still make money.
I think the training itself was the most ideal for us in the situation of being live, actually seeing it real, experiencing it out in the field, having somebody to teach you and hold your hand basically as you walk through and learn about the properties.
You have great one-on-one skills, you make people feel right at home, you make them feel comfortable, you make everyone feel like they can do it too. You go right to the door with them, you show them exactly what to say, you go over all your contracts step by step by step, exactly what to do. You covered short sales, you covered what to say when you talk to the banks, to the lenders, to the homeowners, and you showed us how to buy a property with absolutely nothing down, no credit. Even if someone's had a bankruptcy, you showed us how to go through the whole process.
Fear number 3 is, what if I buy a house that has liens on it? Well, that's why I'm going to take you down to your county courthouse and do title searches on every house that we have seen.
You see it?
It's right here.
Oh, there it is. 132150002.
You would go to the owner's name and then go back to the very beginning and put her name in where you put the APN number in. Okay, so she took out a mortgage in '05. And then what happened is,
I appreciate your taking us down and teaching us how to do title searches. There's been nobody else that's offered that training.
Learning how to do that, I think, just saves so much time because my partner and I have kind of been out there doing it for about a 2-month period of time and just found that was the one thing that took the most amount of time, cost, expense of trying to get somebody to do the title search for you. The way you took us through the title search, it was so easy to do. We were wondering why we were spending money doing title searches.
I'm even going to show you the bankruptcy process and how to buy properties through bankruptcy.
And I took Tony Young's course on buying real estate. And during one of the class visits, during the training, we visited a fellow that was in bankruptcy, and we were able to, even though he was in the bankruptcy process, my wife and I were able to learn how to buy the property through the bankruptcy process.
There's many trainings out there and they're very expensive, but I'm going to come to your state and show you your market.
He brought in California-specific contracts. He took us to a California county office, showed us how to use the recorder's office, how to use the contracts when we bought the house.
If you're not making offers, you're not making money. Now what I do is, now that we've seen the house, we've inspected the house, we've estimated the repairs, we've determined the value, now I'm going to go ahead and type up an offer.
We have written at least 5 offers last night. We probably have 10 more to write just on reload properties alone. And we have found hidden markets. We found people that wanted to find a house to rent with a lease option. We've had so many houses to look at that we have enough to keep me busy for probably at least 2 to 3 months just working the leads that we got.
And for those hidden market properties, I'll show you how to do a short sale.
The one you helped me with, the short sale, I got it for $30,700, and it appraised. I found out the appraisal value, fixed up appraised value today, I found out was $120,000.
I was able to get this house for $57,000. and it's in relatively good condition.
And I saw several properties that I think will be beneficial, where I'll be able to get grant money for the project, for rehabbing the house, for setting up that whole business. Children are my passion, and I am so looking forward to putting the two together, meshing the grant money with the properties we found, making the offers and making that work for children.
I'll give you a property inspection form. I'm going to walk you through the first couple of houses, showing you how to inspect a property. Then I'm going to give you the form, and I'm going to stand over your shoulder and follow you through a house as you inspect the property. That way I'll know if you're getting it. You see, you have to feel it. You've got to feel it. So everything in this class you're going to actually be doing yourself with someone standing over your shoulder, making sure you're getting it. It's the best way to learn.
He's a great teacher, and man, he sticks by your side till you get it.
And then we're going to go out and we're going to attend a foreclosure auction.
118.5 is the current bid. Are there any other bids? 119 is the current bid. Are there any other bids? $119,000 is the current bid. Are there any other bids? Going once, twice, sold.
I'm going to show you how to talk to investors by having you stand right next to me while I talk to them. And then I'm going to point out an investor, and I'm going to say, okay, let's me and you walk up to the investor, and I want you to talk to them and get their contact information. And I'll jump in if needed, and I'll take over the conversation. So that will build your confidence, and then it'll show you how to find cash investors that will jump through hoops to buy the deals that you make offers on. I'm going to keep you posted by doing weekly coaching calls before and after the training. Every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, you can log on to a certain website and see my face as I keep you updated, answer all your questions, and continue to teach you on the changes in today's market.
And I highly recommend it to anybody else.
The information that you imparted to me is priceless.
The weekend was absolutely incredible.